PLP candidate Andrew Talbot-Bass took a swipe at the Sincus Nevis Labour Party, warning listeners not to vote for the SKNLP as he claimed ill will towards the PAP and peace programs. Candidate Talbot was making his address to a crowd of live supporters while others watched the event online during the PLP public meeting marking the opening of the so-called PLP Vision Center campaign office for constituency number 8 on 3rd July. Without providing reasons for his belief, Talbot claimed the SKNLP has plans to end the programs.
But let's be clear, this election really matters. Labour wants to scrap the PAP. PLP will increase it from the 1st of September. And I Prime Minister like could double it up, you know. So it sounds like 1,000 a month. Labour want to stop the peace program. They say we waste money. You could waste money from people. But when you give Christopher Harbour 45 million, what are you doing with it? Oh, in a waste. The white man is supposed to come with the money. Money you spend on our people. PLP will protect and enhance the peace program while Labour want to stop it. We can't risk returning to the dark days on the Labour of lawless streets, of being the murder capital of the world, of families being torn apart by violence. I've seen how these programs have supported the people in constituency number 8. And at a time of global uncertainty, we can't let Labour take them away.
While PLP continues to gear up for the general elections, competing political parties are calling on the Prime Minister to ring the bell and provide a date when voters will go to the polls. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
The St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party hosted a march on Friday through the streets of Basseterre, known as the Freedom March. The party is protesting the leadership of Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, and is calling on him to announce the date of the elections. Here are highlights of Friday's march.
Whether we are associated with any political party, but today we march as a people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And we are saying that we are not going to accept any action to undermine our democracy here in our country. Blood has been shed. Lives have been lost for us to come to this point where we can enjoy freedom in St. Kitts and Nevis. And so, I want to say to Timothy Harris that we will not accept your action to oppress our people anymore. Time for that has ended and the people has taken back their democracy. So nothing now depends on what Harris has said. He has lost his authority over the people. And so we are saying that it is not right for one man to have two others elected with him and making all sorts of rules and signing contracts and doing things without the authority or the oversight of the parliament.
When you're looking to sell, buy, rent, or manage a property, your answer has to be Diamond Real Estate and Management St. Kitts, Dreams. They provide oversight of real estate and physical property in St. Kitts and Nevis, perform regular maintenance, utility payments, and safety checks to ensure your property is well kept. Dreams manages and optimizes your rental listing, recruits tenants, and much more. Looking to sell that parcel of land or property, or dreaming of owning your own? Trust Dreams under the leadership and experience of its CEO, Velma Merchant. Many can attest to her professionalism and customer service. Diamond Real Estate Management St. Kitts. Call 663-7326 or visit their office at 15 Shadwell Industrial Estate, making your real estate dreams come true.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
When visiting St. Martin, you want clean, affordable accommodations. You need Midtown Motel in the heart of Phillipsburg, a place where you can relax, take a stroll on Great Bay Beach, and that provides you easy access to great shopping. Midtown Motel, located on Front Street, Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Call Midtown Motel at 721-542-0614 and book your stay today. Come get your fresh smoothie at Master Mix Smoothie in Bastyr at 2 locations, the Bastyr Public Market or under the arch at the National Museum. Get a fresh, all-natural, healthy and tasty smoothie with flavors of your choice. Master Mix Smoothie knows the flavors that you like and mixes it all up for you the way you want it. Master Mix Smoothie, 2 locations, the Bastyr Public Market or under the arch at the National Museum. Master Mix Smoothie, always the real thing, always smoothie.
Nestled between evergreen mountains and the Caribbean Sea on the island of St. Kitts is the Millhouse Guest House and Convention Center. With breathtaking views, a rugged, beautiful shoreline, and immaculate manicured gardens make this the perfect location for your holiday, event, or wedding. With a large convention center, apartments with balconies providing stunning views, and a secluded cottage for larger family groups or honeymooning couples looking for some privacy. We have something for everyone. Book your stay at www.millhouseskn.com or visit our Facebook page, the Millhouse Guest House and Convention Center, an oasis of tranquility.
2 senior members of the former government under current Prime Minister Timothy Harris say there is no scenario where they will return to work with him should the results of upcoming elections prove indecisive. Former Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards and Nivision Premier Mark Brantley are coordinating their campaigns under the banner of what they call Real Unity. The two, whose parties broke away from the three-way coalition with Harris, triggering early elections, have said any future political coordination with the outgoing leader is out of the question.
I have absolutely no intentions of ever working with Dr. Harris again. History has taught me that Dr. Harris is not a man to be trusted. As I spoke about the prison project just now, history has taught me that Dr. Harris doesn't truly care about the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. And that is essentially what you are elected to do. Essentially, that is what a government is called upon to do. And that isn't at the core of Dr. Harris.
I think if I had my way, Dr. Harris would have been gone a long time ago. So there's absolutely no opportunity, in my view, for Dr. Harris to be able to come back. And
speaking on a live edition of The Narrative on WPG 10, Richards, who leads the People's Action Movement, suggested there are other options for the coalition should his party, along with Brantley's Concerned Citizens Movement, not win less than 6 seats combined in the 11-member National Assembly.
There are other options which are available in terms of a coalition that one would have to consider in the first place.
All the major parties in St. Kitts and Nevis have stated that there is no scenario in which Harris, who leads the People's Labour Party, will return as a major player in any next government that is formed.
Non-nationals currently living illegally on Nevis can now access a 3-month-long period of amnesty for all outstanding amounts owed to the Nevis Island Administration. The amnesty period runs from Friday 1st July to Friday 30th September, covering work permits, annual residency, and visa extensions, Premier Mark Brantley informed at his monthly press conference in Charlestown. Brantley encouraged affected non-nationals to take full advantage of the amnesty to regularize their status, as the amnesty includes several incentives.
to encourage these individuals to regularize their status, the penalty for late application of visa extensions will be waived, and no fees will be charged for persons who have been out of status until 2021. Furthermore, the regular fee of $2,500 for work permits will be reduced to $1,000, and the regular fee for annual residence will be reduced to $750. All are asked to note that the regular fees of $600 for temporary residents without work and $500 for resident permit via marriage remain the same. So there's no concession on those. A flat fee of $1,500 will be charged for all outstanding time in its entirety up to 31st December 2019. There will be no charge for the years 2020 and 2021. Let me just explain that, because that sounds a little confusing. We realize that there have been some persons who have been here and for a variety of reasons are not in compliance. They have gone illegal because they have not come in and done what they're supposed to do. The COVID-19 pandemic exacerbated that problem. We've also realized that many of them, as we talk to them and as we go and we listen to people, are saying that they were not aware of previous waivers and previous amnesties that had been granted. And so they're living below the radar, so to speak, on the island. We want people living here to be comfortable. We think that as government, we have an obligation to all who live here. But we also want people who are living here to abide by the law.
Granty said many Nivisians live in other countries and one will want them to be treated with respect, courtesy, as well as treated humanely. Glenn Barth reporting for SKN Newsline.
If you're looking for a place to host that special event, conference, meeting, social event, party, whatever the occasion, your best option is the Millhouse Convention Center, Palmetto Point, St. Kitts. Located on the picturesque Garvey's Estate, the Millhouse Guesthouse Convention Center has enough space for outdoor events overlooking the Caribbean Sea. If you're looking indoors, the center is equipped with amenities needed to make your event a success. And by combining both spaces, you're sure to have a memorable event, no matter the occasion. Call the offices at Millhouse Guesthouse and Convention Center to book your next event on simply the most beautiful place in St. Kitts. Call 668-1392. Millhouse Convention Center at Garvey's Estate, Palmetto Point, St. Kitts. Making your event memorable. It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
An open interactive event can be described as
tremendous, effective,
on par with any conference around the world.
From exhibitions to trade shows, corporate events to product launches, from press events to political functions. We are the secret sauce behind events that make you go, wow. We've staged multiple world-class events in the Caribbean and developed the skill to deliver quality in every detail, whether the event is live or fully virtual, or maybe even somewhere in between. At Open Interactive, we got your events covered. Get your free quotation today at www.madebyopen.com.
The Department of Infrastructure, Ports and Transport held a heads of department meeting on Friday to finalize the new bus rates. The increases are expected to range from 25 cents to $1 depending on the route. The public is reminded that this is the adoption of the 2013 review. There were a few details which needed fine-tuning, resulting in a delay in implementation.
As we know, the government of St. Lucia did indicate that as of July 1st, 2022, which is today, the bus rates will be increased to ranging from 25 cents to $1, depending on the route. And we must remind the public as well that this is the adoption of the 2013 review. That was 5 years after the last bus fare increase that the minibus operators got. Now, in the interest of time, we will admit that on the ministry's part, there were a few delays. There were a few things that we had to iron out.
The National Council on Public Transportation has decided to implement the new bus fares on Monday, July 4th. The reason being that the Gazette bearing the new prices was released on Friday, and omnibus operators needed sufficient time to post copies of the new rates on their buses for public consumption in accordance with the law. This will serve to reduce operator-commuter confrontations over increased rates.
We would like the members of the public to look at the bus fare that is posted on the bus and make sure that it has the stamp of the ministry as well as the stamp of the National Council and that of the particular association that they are traveling on, because we anticipate that there might be persons that would be trying to do that. So we are hoping that the public would look for the stamps. We also want the operators to make sure that they have the stamps so that the public will not think that the prices that are on there is something that they themselves created. So just to avoid confusion, we would like the operators to have the stamps, and we would also like the members to look out for the stamps.
The National Council on Public Transportation is calling on both operators and commuters to conduct themselves in a civil manner in order to minimize any unsavory incidents. For the DBS News World, I am Don Nicholas.
Recognizing that many have lost friends and family members to the COVID-19 pandemic, the United States government said it will meet Guyana's vaccine need. The U.S. has been supporting Guyana's fight in the pandemic with donations of equipment, PPEs, and vaccine. And the U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Sarah Ann Lynch, has reiterated the government's continued support in this regard.
It gives me solace to announce that the United States government is prepared to collaborate with Guyana and the Ministry of Health to donate as many Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines as Guyana needs. We are very excited about this. And this includes boosters, pediatric doses to fully vaccinate and boost all of Guyana's adults, adolescents, and children who are eligible.
Hours after the announcement, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, in his daily COVID update on Friday, said this would allow Guyana to meet all its vaccine needs to ensure every child and adult are inoculated.
So we are very grateful to the government and people of the United States for this very generous gesture of providing us with, I would say, all our vaccine needs, and we're extremely thankful.
On Monday, Dr. Anthony announced that Guyana was seeking to procure COVID-19 vaccines for children 6 months to 4 years old. This follows after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration granted emergency use authorization for children in this age cohort to be vaccinated using the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines specifically made for children. The ministry recently started vaccinating children from 5 to 11 years old. As of Friday, 3,855 received their first dose. For adolescents, 48.1% took the first dose and 35.1% are fully vaccinated. For the adult population, 86.5% took their first dose and 67% are fully vaccinated. Booster doses are now 68,835. Reporting for the newsroom, I am Isanella Patwo.
But first, we begin with breaking news from Denmark, where police have arrested one person in connection with a shooting in the capital, Copenhagen. They say several people were hit by gunfire at Fields shopping centre. Hundreds of people escaped the area. Live to Nadeem Barber in our London Broadcast Centre for more. Nadeem, we've been looking at images of people fleeing the scene and of heavily armed Danish police arriving at the site of this shooting. What more can you tell us?
Well, Neve, the police are still saying that several people were hit in the shooting at this shopping mall known as Fields. It's around 8 kilometres, 7 or 8 kilometres from the centre of the Danish capital, Copenhagen. And it happened at around 6:30 local time, we understand. There is video on social media. We think it was shot inside the shopping mall, showing people running in panic, screaming, and you can hear several shots being fired for the duration of the video that I've seen, which is around 15 seconds or so. Really terrifying scenes. The police have arrested one person so far. They say they're not in a position to comment further on the identity of the individual that they've arrested, but that was fairly quick. Now, very soon after the shooting happened, there were a number of armed police on the scene, as well as a police helicopter and ambulances, paramedics there very quickly as well. I've seen at least one person being taken away by paramedics on a stretcher. We don't know the condition of the people, or in fact how many people were hit during the shooting. This was really a shocking event for many people in Denmark. They might well have known the place. It's a huge shopping mall, extremely popular. And not only that, it's just down the road, just over half a kilometre from the Royal Arena in Copenhagen, where the pop star Harry Styles was giving a concert. In fact, he is giving a concert on Sunday night. It was about an hour and a half before that was due to get underway. There was speculation that might be affected, but the organisers there are saying no, they're in touch with the police, handling the incident around the mall. They are happy for that concert to carry on. But it's raised a lot of worries for people in the Danish capital. Hundreds of people were believed to be in or around the mall at the time, shopping, perhaps grabbing some food. And yeah, it's a popular place for people to relax. We don't have any more information from the police right now. They say they will be updating as they're able to do so.
Nadeem, very briefly, I appreciate this is a developing story, but do we have any more information about the arrest?
No, the police are stressing in their only communication so far since it that they can't say any more about the person's identity. So we don't know whether it's the shooter or not. There is speculation on social media that the actual shooter might still be at large. Now, certain consequences have followed. The royal family have cancelled an event on Sunday evening to do with the Tour de France. Now, the first stage of that, as part of the Grand Départ, has actually happened on Sunday in Copenhagen. But the royal family cancelling an event, the mayor of the city saying that the incident is very serious. And apparently, just a while ago, ambulances were still arriving on the scene. And it's being reported that there is a huge police presence generally around the city, indicating a manhunt still underway. So as I was saying, the concert just down the road at the Royal Arena, not affected, although people heading towards that were worried by it. In fact, quite a number of people staying in a hotel for the concert that was near the shopping mall actually had to be rushed to safety after the shooting, but they're all okay, thankfully.
Nadeem Barber on the shooting in Copenhagen, speaking to us from the London Broadcast Centre.
The West Indies took a 1-0 lead in their 3-match T20 international series with Bangladesh after Game 2 was contested today at Warner Park in Dominica. With the first match abandoned due to rain, this match was crucial for both sides. The West Indies won the toss and elected to bat first and reached 193 for 5 on the back of half-centuries from Rovman Powell and Brandon King, who made 61 and 57 respectively. The next high score came from captain Nicholas Pooran with 34. Powell was particularly brutal on the Bangladesh bowlers, hitting his total in 28 balls, which included 6 sixes and 2 fours. In reply, Bangladesh produced a measured response but never challenged the target despite captain Shakib Al Hassan top scoring with 68 not out. They eventually finished on 158 for 6, dropping short of the target by 36 runs. Romario Shepherd had the best bowling figures for the West Indies with 2 for 28 in his 4 overs. The third and the final match in the T20 series is in Guyana at Providence on Thursday.